Hello. 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 Brother, I'm the top one. I am the top one. I'm the top one, right?
Yeah, he's Mike too.
Oh, little game.
You got your back.
Cheers, buddy.
All right, I'm back. Am I on? I'm going to have to hold on to this thing. Oh, where did we get that? Oh! Or no. We're live? All right. Hello, Swirly Nation! And welcome back to Chicago, Illinois. For Game 2 of the Challenger Series between the Middlesex Islanders and your Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. We're excited today to be joined by a special guest at his first Cinnamon Swirl broadcast, a veteran of 476 National Hockey League games, 210 points, a member of the 07 gold medal winning Canadian World Championship team, a 2001 first-round draft pick of the Pittsburgh Penguins, a man who's played for the Pens, the Thrashers, the Leafs, and the Canadiens. Cinnamon Swirl Production is happy to welcome the one, the only Colby Armstrong to the broadcast. Arm Dog. The fastest goal in the Winter Classic history in the Baby Blues. In the Baby Blues. So, we're one game into the year. So tell us what you thought about the first game for the Pens against Little Caesars.
That's what will happen in the first game. But I thought, for the most part, pretty structured, pretty disciplined, at least with our team play. Not the penalties, but a good start for what you're looking for out of 11-year-old kids for the first game of the year to play against the storied franchise in the Little Caesars.
So this one we come out against the Middlesex Islanders. These teams haven't actually seen each other in almost 2 years. A gift from our good friend COVID. So in the only previous meeting, Middlesex got the better of the Pens. Pens had a 2-0 early lead, blew that lead, and lost 3-2. What do you think they have to do to have a different outcome here in this one?
Last year I was on the outside. I was with the Pittsburgh Vengeance.
Pittsburgh Vengeance franchise. My son Cruz came over to the Pens this year to the drill. We never played Middlesex, so we did play you guys a few times.
I think, discipline within the way you play needs to be consistent. I think that's something we have to work on all year. But judging by the way we started, Gilbert,
Judging by the way we started,
we just pick up where we left off and start to build on something here. That's all you can hope for out of these young kids.
Let's build on that first victory. So here in game 2, we're going to see a change in net. The handman, William Hanner, earning the shutout in the first one.
You know what I did? I talked to a USA Hockey scout that happened to be in the rink this morning that complimented Hanner, William Hanner. Oh,
I might be too close. Close to you.
I was going to say, though, this complimented William Hanner's game and made the saves he had to, square to the puck, positionally sound, swallowed up anything. And we get a look at the other goaltender here in this matchup.
Yeah, so this one will see number 29, Preston Clutter, get his first action of the 2021-2022 season.
Both goalies absolutely beloved by their teammates as well. I know from talking to a few of these young kids kicking around in my son Cruz, how much they like both of these boys and how good of kids they are.
Absolute beauties. I can...
Yeah.
Oh. Trying out some new software, I think, maybe. I like it. I like it. So the teams are gathering up the pucks here. The Penguins gather around their net, as is Penguin tradition. And a tradition they carried from the time they were 7. With the We Ride chant. We're going to work on some audio issues to get Colby a little bit better sound here.
Thanks to our loyal listeners
Thanks to everybody out there letting us know we couldn't hear the arm dog, Colby Armstrong, with the background. So we're gonna work on the volume issues, and we're gonna get ready to go to game time here. So I'll carry it for a little bit. We'll bring Army back in. We'll bring Army back in the once we can get those audio issues figured out. Your starting lineup brought to you by the Training Table at the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex in Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania. As we mentioned, in goal, number 29, Preston Bowie Clutter, who faces an early break away on the faceoff, splitting the defense. Was, I believe, Kala's number 9. Let's get a look at the Islander roster here. The defense is Ofterheide and Merlot up front at the left wing, number 10, Luca Filiaggi. The right wing, number 11, Jack Reel. And your center, number 43, Cameron Evans. Offside call at the blue line. And we get a neutral zone face-off. Starr, Sproul, and Armstrong jump over the boards for the Pens. A good quick first shift. It wasn't Kala on the break. That was Galucci. Kala with the puck now in the corner, battling with Starr. Islanders with the early territorial advantage. About a minute into the game, it'll be Kaminsky getting to the puck, banks it off the boards, looking for Sproul. Sproul clears it out to center ice, where pressure comes from Armstrong. Turning with it, the Islanders defenseman, Gooden. But Sproul will take over and gain the offensive zone. Looking cross ice for Armstrong. Down goes Starr on the play. And back comes Kala for the Islanders. Tries to dance around. Sproul able to break that play up, work the puck to Armstrong. Armstrong gets it out to center, looking for Starr. It's gathered in offsides. The play as Wilczowski enters the zone with the puck with a teammate already in. Pens will get that next line out there. It'll be and Julius, the defense pair. The Penguins going with 9 forwards and 5 defense. A little shout out here to the Austin Wu, who was unable to make the trip to Chicago. But we're happy to know that he'll be watching from home and cheering on his teammates as they open the season. It'll be exciting to get Austin back next weekend in Cleveland. Merlot around behind for Julius. That puck pops up and into the netting. Face off to come to the right of Hanner.
Check. Check. Yeah, there you go.
Julius possesses, plays it behind. The Islanders' first one's there, and but Julius will be able to bank it off the boards. He finds shoot, finds Carter. Carter's in all alone, and he taps it just wide of the post. Colliding with his goaltender was the Islander defenseman. Hope everybody's okay on that.
I'm back,
I think we have the arm dog back. It's possible. Is it probable? Face off to the right of the Isles netminder. Bernardinelli. Needs a few more vowels in that name. Great name there. Oh, that's an armpitter. Armpit to armpit there. Winding through center ice is Gallucci. Plays it in behind off the right. I'll pick it up there. Banking it off the boards looking for Evans. Islanders keep it in and play it to Merlot. He stops behind his own net. Feels some pressure. Banks it off the boards for Filiaggi. Filiaggi to Evans off of his skate, but it's out in front of him. He's got some room. He's got Reel headed to the net. A sauce pass, and it skips just over the stick of the real deal, Jack Reel, who winds in off the boards. It's picked up there. Filiaggi will fire one, and it's up and over the net. The field goal's good. 3 points in football, but it's not going to count for any here in a hockey game. Over the net, into the netting behind. Faceoff will come out of the Islanders zone. So the Penguins getting some pressure here. We're about 3 minutes into the first period of play. Back to Star. Star wins it back to Ofteride. He'll wrap it in. And Army gives chase in the corner.
Check.
Cruz Armstrong in after the puck. Tapping it forward is Star. Past the reach of Sproul. And the Islanders will look to reverse.
Yeah.
Kaminsky there to keep it at the blue line. Now Star. Star taps it for Armstrong. He works it further into the right corner. Reversed right into the clutches of Armstrong. He'll pick it up on the wall. Work it to Kaminsky. His shot from outside skips off of the stick of a defenseman for the Islanders. And it's free to Ofteride. He has one in the first, and he's blocked on that shot. And the puck cleared all the way down, not far enough for icing. Picked up by Kaminsky behind the net. He's pressured. Following on is number 4 for the Islanders. I'm sure the name there. Sproul will battle.
Check.
That's Wilachowski. Just getting the, we just get the rosters like right before the game, so it's a little bit difficult to remember all the names. Paris takes the face-off. Carter with the early breakaway sent just wide of the cage. But it's banked up off the boards and then off the official's head. Shuby tries to gain the zone, knocked away from him, gathered by Julius. Julius to Villela. Villela to Paris. Wilachowski breaks that play up. And Marks gives chase, but it'll be the Pens getting control. Paris. Paris tries to cut to the middle. Defended off nice there by Marks. No, in behind Gudin. That puck's sent all the way down. It'll be a changing Penguin defenseman, Merlot, getting to the puck. He's pressured by Wilachowski, and the Islanders make it difficult, but the Pens will clear to center. That comes a shot from the blue line, but we are in with an offside play.
Check. Check.
Evans on the faceoff, wins it to Merlot. They set somebody up on the outside. That's Reel. Skips over the stick of Reel. Not far enough for, it won't be icing. Yes, it touched his stick in front of that red line is the call. Merlot works it further for Reel. Penguins with a bit of a set play. Evans with the puck pressure, but skating forward with it is number 9, Gallucci, who is down and hurt. That was a heavy collision at center with number 10, Filiaggi. One player going one way, the other going the other. He's getting back up on his own power. And he'll head to the bench. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully they get somebody to look at him. Although all USA hockey coaches are trained in concussion protocols. The signs to look for to protect the player.
Check.
Battle on the wall. Armstrong goes down. Sproul comes away with it. Driving to the left. Peeling in. Shoots one low off the pads. Digging for the rebound with Star. Equal to the task. Bernard and Ellie. The Islanders run with 9 forwards and 4 defense. They only have 1 goaltender. Pens with 9, 5, and 2. We've seen both of them now. Pressure from Schub wrapped around. The Islanders are a team, the last time the Pens played them, again 2 years ago, they hung around. Penguins carried play through most of the game, but they hung around. Julius with the puck in his own end. He's bodied and puck taken from him nicely. Peeling out in front was Wilichowski. Stick on puck there. This one skips wide of the netminder. Clutter. And the Pens will wrap it up into the Islander zone. Actually, I think he came off an Islander stick, so no icing. Giving chase like a pit bull is Schub. The forecheck breaking up the retreat attempt here. Carter with puck pressure in the corner. He'll work with it. He comes out. He finds Evans. One-timer, and it's gloved. A nice snipe there, but a better save. A beautiful forecheck from 18, Shuby. Forced the turnover. Carter able to get control in the corner. Finding Evans out front, who gets a great high-end scoring chance for your Pens lead. We are still tied at 0. 8:28 to play here, period number 1. Evans pops it forward and goes after it. Gathered in behind and wrapped around where it's picked up by Filiaggi. It rolls off of his stick. Not far enough for Evans, but it pops free to Reel. And he makes no doubt about it. The real deal. Jack Reel. Picking up the deflected puck and snapping it home. That would have been Jack Reel. I don't know who dislodged that puck, if it was Evans or Filiaggi. Might have been Filiaggi on that one. Now off the ride. He'll find Evans. He's unable to catch it. Bounces off the stick and cleared back in for Kaminsky. Kaminsky will find Evans. He turns with it. Tries to cut to the middle. Filiaggi in the way there, breaking up the play. And it's wrapped in by Needham of the Islanders. Middlesex, first one to the puck, battling hard with Kaminsky. That's Gafano. Filiaggi, great puck pressure there. Skips free, but it's gathered in by Kala. His shot skips wide of Clutter. Picked up, then the Islanders will play give and go. I love the play there. Big give and go fan. Kaminsky, now Kala. Kala wraps it around for Needham. Evans and Kaminsky will battle. Outlet pass by Alderide, finds the stick of Filiaggi. He'll tap it in and Jack Reel will give chase. Pens need a change here. Reel and Evans switch. Reel stops on the half wall. Leaves it nicely for Filiaggi. He curls to the middle. Evans decked on the play. Back to the point. Julius shot from the point. Skips to the corner. Evans will give chase. Actually, Evans will retreat, and the Pens will get a line change. Skips to Villela. Villela dumps it in. It's Armstrong after it. Knocked off his stick, and it's a foot race, and it's going to be Gooden breaking free. Clutter there for the first one. Rebound cleared. Another huge stop on the chance for Kala. And Preston Bowie Clutter with some highway robbery there. Starr comes in to take the face off to the left of Clutter. Two huge stops there by the Penguin goaltender. A nice battle on the boards. Puck skips free. It's Merlot tipping it around, finding Armstrong. Armstrong with a nice indirect play off the boards, and he tried to wrap it to Sproul. It won't get to him, and it'll be icing. 5:59 to play in the first. If we lose you for a little bit, we apologize. We're running out of power. We need more power, Scotty. Puck back to the point. Shot from Thompson. Skips to the corner. Starr will win that battle. You'll hear that a lot this season. He's a big, strong young man. Oh, a high stick there by Merlot. We get away with one. Then Starr will come away with it. He goes off the boards indirect. Kept but not kept in by Buscanio. And the Pens will deploy Paris, Cartier, Shub. Shuby with the puck pressure on the forecheck all game long in this one. It'll be Kaminsky. Looks for Carter and skips off of his stick. Far enough for icing, but the goaltender forced to play it. And he'll stop and cover. Paris to take the face-off. To the wall to Shub. Taps in behind. Kept it at the point by Villela. Deflected by Shub. Skips just wide. The Islanders try to clear. Penguins doing a great job keeping it in, but it will skip free. The injured Islander there, who's back in, Gallucci. As Shub tips it out, Carter skates into it. He's got speed to one-on-one. Carries to the outside, flips a backhander, and tickles the twine! A stanky backhander over the pad blocker side by number 6, Brody Carter. On a fantastic outlet feed off the stick of Shuby. And your Pens take a 2-love lead here in the first.
Let me know if the listeners can hear this.
We may have the arm dog back. With an open mic, I'm going to have to step a little further away, I think. We might not get as many of the Islander names as I go a little bit further away from the computer, but can anybody confirm if we've got the arm dog? Puck in behind, it'll pop free to Evans. He's unable to get control. Looks like we lost.
Check.
Out, right? And I think I'm still live with the play-by-play. Skips, puck in front, Real taps it off the netminder. Carried in by Ofterhide. He tries to dangle. That's broken up by the Islanders and back through center. Covering for the defense. Getting back this time is Real.
2-0 Pens.
Forces them to dump it in.
2-0 Pens.
All right, we do have Kobe on the mic now.
Am I back, Jerber?
I think you're back, Arm Dog. Speaking of Arm Dog, Cruiser gets it to the blue line. It's broken up there by the Isles. Back checking hard on the play. Starr kicked wide for Kaminsky. Kaminsky will pop it high and into the bench.
And Coach Conway better be careful there. He likes to stand up near the boards, Jerber. It's good to be back. He likes to stand up near the boards, and funny enough, he's about as tall as the players there.
With the skates on, I think a couple of them may actually have it.
Yeah, they do. Paris for sure.
Oh, yeah. The Eiffel Tower over there. Pens win the draw. It's Julius chipping it up for Starr. Gathered in by Middlesex. Shot. Skips in, deflects, and it's wide of the cage. Sproul, the first one there. Bouncing puck. Comes out to center ice. As the Pens clear the zone. 2:22. Lots of twos to play in a 2-0 game here in period one. Valella, beautiful move there to get it to Sproul. He finds Armstrong. Able to maintain possession, but it looks like we're going to get a penalty.
Yep, that's going to be tripping.
A trip on Armstrong.
You know what, Jerry? I noticed of all the penalties, it's always that second effort. If you're stuck in a tough spot with these young guys, it's that reach in or that tough penalty. Of course, this morning we talked post-game. You got to use your legs to check. We saw a few incidents where we didn't agree with the penalties, but this is what they're really looking for.
Yeah, the stick infractions got them. And the Pens are back to the penalty kill. Now, they got a lot of practice in it in the first game, so we'll see how good this Middlesex Islander power play is, as they are a very skilled offensive squad here. They're coming off a 5-3 victory in their first contest. That was against the Windy City Storm. It included an empty netter, some inside info from the Middlesex families that we're friends with. And Shuby's got the puck in the Pens' end. Clears up but not out, kept at the blue line, dancing with it. Coming to the middle, a twist, a turn, and a backhander sent wide of the net.
He almost was on YouTube, Jer.
That was almost a dangle snipe, and I would have been curious about the last part. Shuby with the puck pressure, great play there, able to knock it out of the zone.
That's the thing about Shub, he just doesn't give up. Guy's like a dog on a bone.
No quit. Islanders into the offensive zone on the power play. Kaminsky gets his stick out, but the shot able to skip through to Clutter.
Just quality saves, good rotation on the kill. Shub would have loved to have gotten it out low in his zone. It was kept in, but he stayed on it and kept with it and got it out of the blue line.
We'll see Filiaggi and Paris now on the PK. Skips it over, looking for Kala for the Islanders. Gathered in by Valella, and that one comes out of play off the protective netting.
I mean,
that puck should come out. Stick on puck there.
I think Coach Conway may be just asking them. They're discussing it right now. I think you might have something there, Jer, with it coming out, but looks like they made their decision. It's inside the zone.
Picked up by Kala for the Islanders. Islanders get a bit of a break there. Stick by Paris. Disrupts the play. They work it back to the point man. He keeps it in. Centering. Battling for it there. That is the name of his game. Kaminsky will battle in front of that net with anybody.
Clutter took some physicality in front.
Yeah, he'll give you the the old what for every once in a while.
Pens back to even strength now, Jared. 20 seconds remaining.
As Evans gets it out to neutral ice, gathered in by the Islanders. Evans will cut that one off. But it bounces off his stick into the zone come the Islander defenseman who skips it around behind. Gathered in on the wall by Reel. He gets free. But that horn indicates the end of period number 1. What'd you see in the first, Cole?
Good spirited affair. Good skating team, this Middlesex team. Quality players. Maybe just a little not as sharp, I would say, on execution by their team. They've had some good attempts. They've had some good entries. But for the most part, back and forth play. Middlesex looking to crack this goose egg. Obviously a quality team. But 2-0 lead by the Pens at the end of 20 or 15. Pardon me. Unorthodox timekeeping here in youth hockey.
15-minute periods, minute and a half penalties. The Pens 1 for 1 on the PK.
Yeah, isn't that wild how they do that? But I would have to say a good outcome. Game 2 for the Pens. Good first period. Get a 2-0 lead. Clutter had to be really sharp on a few different occasions. So they had consecutive shots on them. But they'll look to regroup and kind of put it behind them and have a good second.
It'll be the Evans-Filiaggi Reel line. The Islanders in orange.
Reel already with 5 goals through 4 periods. Yep. Not a bad start to the season.
He's on a Reel on a roll. Should put that on a menu somewhere.
Highlight reel.
The real deal, the highlight reel. Evans wins the draw forward. It's his turn to win a forward faceoff. He's defended off nicely, and it's turned back by the Islanders. Again, the Islanders in orange with a lighthouse on the chest.
Jared, Penn's doing a terrific job to swallow up entries.
Tough to get in the Penn zone as Evans winds through. He sends one cross ice looking for the stick of Reel. It's just past his reach, but he'll gather it in. Cuts to the middle. Sends one in behind. Evans picks it up there. He'll look for Filiaggi, but it's off the side of the cage. The Islanders try to break out and will. Back to Julius. He'll find Evans again. He's found the puck a lot on this shift. He'll fire one glove side. That's stopped and flicked out. Penguins getting a change here as Filiaggi works. He looks for Reel. That's cut off nicely. And the Islanders will chip it out of the zone. All the Islanders will be in their white helmets, blue pants with orange socks. Your Penguins, for the second time in a row, loving the reverse retro. White jerseys with Pittsburgh across the chest, black pants with gold striping, white socks with black and gold stripes, and the iconic gold Pens Elite helmets. Puck skips out looking for Starr. It won't be kept by Kaminsky at the blue line, but gathered in by Villela. He plays it to Sproul. Sproul to Armstrong. Armstrong steps in, fires one towards the net. Kicked out, rebound out the side of the goaltender by Starr. Villela keeps it nicely on the half wall as the Pens rotate back. Armstrong covering for the defense. As the Islanders clear it, it's all the way down, and it's a nice ice-a-roo.
I like that play. Just get it on net. It wasn't a great shot, but the goalie obviously trouble with the rebound, lost his spot in the crease as they attempt to throw it into some traffic. But this line especially, just get it there. You got Big Starr at center. Of course, Sproul that can rip the puck. You never know what can happen.
Those low shots create a ton of rebounds. Sproulsy takes the draw. Knocked down on the play. The Islanders will get possession. They'll be able to clear. Up through center. Gathered in by Starr, and he's back into the offensive zone. Leaves it for Sproul. He steps through, and it skips over the stick of Ofterheide. It'll be Sproul. Back to Ofterheide. Now Kaminsky. Kaminsky to Starr. He backs in. They're going to say onside. And back come the Islanders. Cutting to the middle. Now trying to weave. Penguins able to get a stick on it, play it in behind the net, and it skips free to Ofterheide again. He's out of the zone, banks it off the boards, tries to chase it down, winning that race, the Islander defenseman. Tipped off the boards. There's Osterheim battling in his own end. Centering pass. Cut off by the big man, David Merlot. The fine wine, David Merlot.
Did you say wine?
I did say wine. As the Islanders pop it in off sides, we'll have a neutral zone draw. It'll be Parrish stepping in for the Pen. My apologies on the Islander lineup. It's been more difficult than in the press game, but Needham to take the draw. Needham wins it cleanly, and it's carried into the zone by Gooden, and trickles in on Clutter, who's got the pads down to kick it aside. The Islanders with the puck behind the net. A centering pass cut off by Carter, having a dandy. He's got the second Penn's goal in this one, and he dislodges the puck this time for Parrish. Parrish drives in. He's stick under skate.
Those are the penalties we're talking about. You're there, but you're not quite there. You make a reach. They're seeming to get those. So here we are through almost 4.5 periods, Jeremy, and those penalties are called every time.
Oh, I think we just lost me. No, I think I just unplugged myself. All right, I'm back. Shot! Skips through. It'll be Valella.
Oh,
now Kaminsky. Kaminsky winds in. Almost has Evans on the backside. He'll find Filiaggi. Filiaggi controls. Back to Evans. Evans steps out. He skips a low one that comes through. Kaminsky there. He clears it in, looking for Reel it over his stick, and wrapped all the way around. 58 to play on the power.
You know what, Jeremy? At this age, just setting up a PP can be a challenge. Understanding positioning, just starting to figure it out. That was a nice looking setup on the power play.
Yeah, they were able to really get control of the puck there and work it around, which a lot of times it's a mistake on the power play, and you only have 4 guys out there that creates a scoring chance. The Pens seem to be trying to set up a nice power play.
Here we
As
go.
Evans pressures, and it comes free to Reel. He tries to center, unable to. It rolls off of his stick.
Beautiful play by Reel to relieve pressure on that play to say, come here, defenseman, come here.
He absolutely drug him over and tried to hit Evans' backside. That's what you want to see. Now Evans skips it into the offensive zone, carries to the corner. He'll pick it up there. Sproul in front. He'll fight for position as Evans finds Armstrong. Penguins are going to complete a change. Armstrong carries behind. He centers one. Skips all the way over to the boards to Starr. Starr back to Ofteride. Penn still on the power play over. Starr with a shot from the outside. And the Islanders had a player at center, but were unable to find him. Islanders through center. One-on-one play. It's going to be tough to do that on Ofteride. He's got some mitts, that kid. Able to use them defensively there. And the
Face off outside. Another controversial over the glass call here. I'm not sure what happened there. It looked like the Middlesex forward lifted Julius's stick as it elevated over the glass.
Pens get the benefit of this call, and it'll come outside of the zone as we play 5-on-5, 9:29 to play period 2. Pens lead 2-0. Face-off one and popped into the offensive zone by the Islanders. It's been a lot of Penguins here in the second, but the Islanders are going to have their chance here, and it looks like we're going to get another penalty, this one on Armstrong. That one kicked aside, gathered in by Ofterheide. And Armstrong will head for a 1.5 minutes for a cross-check.
Cruz, Armstrong, a second penalty of the game. I believe, what's the rule on this? I have to check the rule book here. Let me flip through the pages. I believe it's 4 penalties this year. A change from 5 to 4, and then you're kicked out of the game. Cruz halfway there from getting the first warm shower of the night.
He'll head to the sin bin. And the Pens will get another penalty kill. It's Carter to take the face-off. And it's a Villella. Battled for in the corner. And the Islanders were just turning it on. Had their best possession, and that's probably why they drew the penalty of the period here, about not quite halfway through. The Islanders maintain possession, but Brody Carter's right there battling, as is Villella. Throwing around behind, looking for Kaminsky. He'll turn with it. Skips all the way through the crease of Clutter. Carter unable to get control, but maintains pressure. Shot from the point, kicked out, rebound.
What a save!
Nicely poked by Kaminsky, and you're right, Colby, what a kick save.
Mr. Trusty Shub right there to pick up the rebound as he tracks his puck down. The Shub's battery ever run out?
No, it'll be game 5 of the weekend, and he's going to be the exact same straight line, bowling ball, dog on a bone player.
You've got to think he goes back to his hotel room, ice bath, 3-hour nap, gets up, hip flexor stretch, off to the rink.
Rumor has it there may be a hyperbolic chamber involved. I don't know.
He may have that involved.
Deny or confirm such rumors.
I don't know what he does, but I think the rest of the boys need to get on page.
I couldn't agree more. I could not agree more. It's the point for the Islanders as they possess the puck. Banked off the boards by Starr out the center.
And we've got Starr, a natural defenseman who's played center, Jeremy, out here now defending on the penalty kill.
That he is. Playing a little defense for the big man, 77, Jake Starr.
I mean, his wingspan is board to board.
Well, like old Shell Samuelson. He was a human seaweed plant. Battled in the corner, it's Julius.
Cruz is out of the box. Here he comes.
Armstrong out of the box, and it'll be Evans on the ice. Parrish drives in. Wide. Centers one, nobody home. Evans with the forecheck pressure. Forces the turnover off the skate of Filiaggi. Evans will stay right on it. He battles. Comes free to Ofterhide. Unable to keep it at the blue line, but gathered in by Filiaggi into the offensive zone. He's around 1. Now 2. Now he'll shoot. Blocker side. It skips off the blocker onto the back of the net.
I got excited there.
Evans with the puck. Twisting, turning. Looking for a teammate. Maintains possession. Works it to Filiaggi. Now left for Real. Banked off the boards to Ofterhide. Ofterhide will fire it across for Kaminsky. His shot skips wide and off the side of the net. Centering pass sent through by Filiaggi. Gathered in by Real. Back to Ofterhide. Ofterhide around 1. Around 2. Winds, fires, and it's stopped and held.
I'll tell you what, Jer, I would think in that position, that goaltender would just, butterfly. A high shot would be likely. Unorthodox stand-up style from a young goaltender, just kind of reading the play, sensing it. Great rip by Ofterhide as he was looking at bar down action, looking to go YouTube sensational. This goalie stands up, hits him in the chest.
Speaking of YouTube sensational, thank you for joining us here on Cinnamon Swirl TV, a Cinnamon Swirl production for the 2010 Pittsburgh Penguins Elite Team Conway action. We're so excited to have all of you here. It looks like 33 swirlies out there. Up in our numbers, we got 326 loyal subscribers. If you're not one, click subscribe below. And remember to follow us on Cine TV on Twitter, @CineTV. The Islanders up through center off of his stick, gathered by Kaminsky. What poise there.
Wow.
What poise under pressure. High off the glass, and now the Pens forecheck goes to work. Carter for Sproul. He'll try again, once, twice. And into the corner it goes. Cleared out, off the idle. Have it bounce over his stick, but Johnny on the spot, Kaminsky right there.
I'll tell you what, Kaminsky has showed well. Just a brick wall in defense. Every once in a while, picks his spot, shines a bit.
There's Filiaggi firing one.
Big 88, hey? Well, I always think of Eric Lindros, cross-border, the Philadelphia Flyers, that Legion of Doom line. Big 88 Kaminsky making his presence felt here as a 2010 Pen.
You know, the other day, Cameron came to me and said, I love having Brennan on the team because he will battle in front of the net all day long. Just a walk.
You know what they say? You can't teach that, Jer.
And it looks like they've moved Star permanently back to defense, not just for the penalty kill. So a natural defenseman was playing center. Shot comes in from the point. Paris unable to get it through.
Looks like a lot more ice time then. Who are we thinking? Carter and Evans. We'll see a little bit more ice.
I don't know who it's going to be. It looks like Filiaggi centering.
Filiaggi.
Paris now, or maybe it's Paris centering. I'm not sure.
Conway has a blender out, and he's not just mixing protein shakes, although he is very muscular. It looks like he's mixing the lines as well.
Not enough can be said about Coach Conway thus far through the season. It's been a fantastic start for the Pens, although games are just starting. This group's been together since August the 14th, I believe.
And Bob Starr, very savvy, calls offside from the stands.
I mean, he's on it. He's on it.
I mean, you talk about a guy that's dialed in. Starzy over here, right?
I mean, the kid can play forward. He can play defense. I wonder if we're going to see him in net in this game.
Yeah. I mean, do we have pads that would fit him? Guy's got legs like a giraffe.
Played up by the Penguins. Gathered in by the Islanders, and they will proceed into the zone with an offside. So, Army, I have a question for you, bud. I told you it was coming, right? I need to know. When you go by Arm Dog, is it Arm D-O-double-G, D-A-W-G, or just a typical K9 D-O-G?
K9. I kept it legit, just like with the spelling of the name Cruise. Just like the cruise ship, we didn't throw any fancy X's in there, or a Z, or a Z, as I'm telling the story.
As we tell it, it's Evans on the back door from Jumpin' Jack Real. He's got more nicknames than anybody. The Real Deal taps it over. Evans taps it in. It's a tap-a-roo, and the Penguins lead 3-0.
I am amazed at watching Real, obviously in practice and through camps, and last season get to watch him. He just has a knack for slowing things down, just poise on the puck. There's a smoothness to his game, isn't there, Jeremy?
There is. He's a long, strong kid, and it's crazy that you say slowing things down because he plays so fast. But I think that's a dichotomy you get in hockey a lot.
Sproul and Dangle City there as he danced 3 Middlesex players. Unbelievable mitts by him. We all know he can shoot, but the mitts.
Villela wraps it behind, cut off by the Islanders, and now it's Filiaggi's turn. Filiaggi battles on the wall. Puck pops free. It comes free to Villela. He whacks it wide to Sproul. Sproul finds Armstrong. Armstrong carries into the offensive zone, pulls up nicely. Looks to center it for Sproul, and it's broken up by Middlesex and cleared. And Starr gathers it in, twists and turns at center. He'll turn into a forward again briefly. As it's cleared and iced by the Islanders, but not far enough as Kaminsky will pick it up. Kaminsky to Evans. Evans to Armstrong. Armstrong into the zone. Knocked off of his stick, and the stick tied up high on the Islander player, and that'll be a hook. And we might need to be
Cruz
on the forward.
Did I jinx him? I mean,
I hope not.
Not one to be taking penalties, but I'm telling you, we talked about penalty issues in Game 1, and Cruz is carrying the weight here in Game 2 with his 3rd penalty of the game as the Pens go 5-on-4 once again as he slams his stick in the penalty box.
Don't worry, Dad, it's just money. Cruiser with a hook, that's also not...
It's a lot of money. You're right, Jeremy.
It'll be Evans on the draw, but it's brought on by the Islanders' side of the net. Clutter equal to the task. He hasn't seen a ton of action here in the second, and that one almost tipped out by the pressure of Paris and Evans. But the Islanders keep it in. That puck just skips right down the line to stay in the zone. Paris will battle in the corner with Starr. and he comes away with it. Tries to chip it up, looking for Evans. Now Starr will get it out the center. Pens are going to maybe try to get a change. We are 50 seconds left in the Armstrong minor for hooking, as it's a bit disjointed, but it gets into the zone, but only briefly as Julius tips it to Evans. He loses it, and back come the Islanders, but Evans right there. Good pressure. Staying with the puck. Sent backside and wide. Evans back on the puck. Pens are in need of a line change here. As he twists at center, he's yanked down, no call. The Islanders set up in their own end. Penguins complete that line change. As the Islanders gather it, wind in a fake slap pass into the corner. Wrapped around and cleared up, looking for Reel. It skips past the defenseman. Reel was almost gone, but instead the Islanders will be offside.
Fans wanted a call on the Evans trip. Beautiful spinorama through the middle. And I loved off the start of that kill, just a fantastic read by Paris to jump on the weak side defenseman on the D-to-D pass, almost off to a breakaway. 1 second left on the kill.
And Pens are even strength, 1:11. One's on the board here in period 2. Penguins lead 3-0.
We're into an NBA foul out situation here with Armstrong, as he's one away from having a sleep in tomorrow.
Shuby up for Reel. Knocked off of his stick. Shuby there on the back check, and he'll join the play here, making a 2-on-1, a 2-on-2, and Clutter kicks it to the corner nicely, controlling those rebounds. McCalla dangles and dances, sending it high over the net for the Islanders. Battle happening down low in the Penguin zone. It's Carter, supported by the Pens defenseman Villela. Now it's Shub and Ofterheim. But the Islanders keep control here. It's Islander possession for the last minute or so. 11 seconds left. Trying to step around Ofterheim does. Skips in behind. Villela there. Ofterheim now. It looks like we're going to get a Penguin power play to start the third.
I don't know if he touched the puck there. I think Reel has a legitimate argument. He seemed unhappy. He was off to the races on a breakaway as they just kind of blew the whistle on a penalty here to Middlesex. Finally, we've had one power play, I believe. Pens off to their second power play of the game.
I think it will be their second power play. Faceoff will come all the way down to the Islander zone, but only for 1.7 seconds. That horn apparently inadvertent riverboat horn here in Chicago. And we get the horn signifying the end of period number 2 for the second time. Shots on goal, 13-13, and your Penguins lead 3-0 here after 2.
I believe that's a Baker dozen, isn't it? 13 shots, evened up. Some great chances at both ends this period. Clutter looked to be solid, rock steady. Penn's doing a great job of clearing the front of their net after the initial save, or guys try to penetrate into the middle, keeping to the outside, stick on puck. A little bit too much reaching, though, by the Pens in their D zone, I would say. I don't know if you noticed that or picked up on that. It's a heck of a disease. It seems like everyone seemed to catch it. Once one guy misses, another guy misses, start reaching. A little more control, body positioning, keep them to the outside, make it easier for Clutter here in the third, close it out.
The Penguins, a little insight into what might be happening with Jake Starr is David Merlot appears hobbled, the Penguins defenseman. So that could have precipitated the move by Starr back to defense.
And you called it, Jeremy, too. Yeah, and Merlot seems to be skating something off here at intermission, trying to work it. I've been impressed with Merlot as well. He's looked awesome this morning in the early game. He must get up at 3 in the morning and get full stretches in, full breakfast, maybe 2 cups of coffee. I'm not sure his regimen, but he's looked really good this morning. Hobbled now, like you said, which might be why Starr's on the back end, but Filiaggi, Jeremy, has picked up the ice time at center ice as he's bouncing around line to line. He'll have to keep those little legs of his sharp here in the third period.
All right, guys, my headset appears to be done. We're going to try to charge it up here, but we'll give you the play-by-play here for the third and see if we can connect the headset back. So the Pens on the power play here to start period number 3. 14:40 to play in this game. 3-0 Penguins lead as Starr carries it around behind, cuts into the offensive zone, up the left, cuts back to the middle. It skips just past the stick of Filiaggi, where the Islanders get to it and clear it around, but not out. 51 seconds left on the power play as a shot comes from the outside, gloved and held. It's Paris with the puck, knocked free from him, and back come the Islanders into the offensive zone. They fire it in behind the Pens. They're shorthanded, so a little dump and make the Pens come the entire way as it comes free to Paris. He taps it nicely around, and he's up the left wing. He's pressured and turned right back away. You can hear Coach Conway imploring him to move the puck on that rush, as Evans will get to it with the puck pressure. Shuby carries into the offensive zone right side. He'll wrist one, kept out. Picked up and feathered to center where it's cut off by Alderweireld. He'll dump it right back in. Filiaggi will give chase. It's up into the stick of Carter. Looks like it's battle 4 deep. Gonna try to switch back to my mic. Oh!
That shot doesn't convert, and back come the Islanders through center, hopping over the red line, skipping one in behind. Clutter. And it's Shue, unable to clear the zone. A little bit of reaching like we saw before. As the Penguins are stuck in their end of it, that shot pops in on Clutter where he's able to cover it up. And 12:37 to play, period number 3. Pens lead 3-0. Okay. It'll be Evans on the draw. He's got Armstrong and Sprolzy with him. Evans battles. He has the stick. The player holding his stick asking for a penalty. Well, the penalty would be on you, young man. So it's carried out by Kaminsky.
You know what? I don't mind that when the
Evans
players get
getting
tied
just
up.
molested up the ice as Sproul comes free. Now Evans will shoot one, and it's gloved and held.
Armstrong crashing the net. I know there was a message delivered to him after game 1 to make sure he gets there to the net and make sure he cleans up those rebounds and just anticipation, right, Jeremy, at this age? Anticipation, reading the play, things these young men are all trying to grasp.
Wasn't it somebody who wore 99 who said go where the puck's going?
Yes,
right?
Yeah, exactly. He did okay, didn't he?
He was all right. He was all right. Evans picks it up in the corner. Tries to wrap it around. Tries a power move off the wall. He runs into 2 Islanders, and back come the Islanders. And they're in offsides.
Well, fantastic job by Middlesex there to drag his leg as he came across the line. Referee in great position. Not good enough. I'll tell you what, those fast breaks, you got back pressure. Hard enough at the NHL level, but here we are at the 10U level, and I mean these refs, it's a fine line, right? But they get it most of the time.
They're good. I mean, everybody's going to have disagreements with the officials from here to there, but they get it right a lot more than they get it wrong. Parrish shoots one. We were talking about those low shots for a rebound. Julius keeps it in. Gathered by Carter. Centered, looking to go kind of cross ice D to D there. But it's picked off by the Islanders and sent back up. Starr back in after it. Back to his defensive position is Carter. Great support there by the Penguins. Not one, but two Penguins on the puck. Every chance they get. Carter tries to nudge it forward. Julius gathers it. Now Paris. And it's offsides again.
I'll tell you what, Jeremy, and you know how it is. A guy goes down, it's next man up. You move guys around. I know Starr was out of his position this morning at center, but back on D, that big stride, closing on guys in the corner. I think, obviously, that's where he wants to be.
I said it before, we're going to hear Starr wins a battle in the corner a lot this season. Paris comes up through center. He's decked on the play.
The smallest player on the ice took down the biggest, I think. And he'll head to the box for that infraction as he picked Paris and kind of gave him a twirly bird as he fell on his keister. But the big man Paris coming down the wall, I got to give that young man a lot of credit for even trying to get in his way.
It'll be Filiaggi and Evans with Shub. Three.
You know, they call his dad the Silverback, His unbelievable mass to this man. You see him in a golf ball. There's genetics involved.
And an absolute beauty. Speaking of Paris's dad, we want to let you guys know another Cinnamon Swirl production, and we want to make sure to take the time to introduce the staff here, folks. We've got the producer, the man behind all of it. You should see him with a keyboard, Nick Paris. Our cameraman is one the only Chris Merlot. You've got myself, the play-by-play voice of your Pens Elite, and joining us today, very honored to have Colby Armstrong join the Cinnamon Swirl team as he will throughout the season.
I'm hoping we have, as there's a penalty called as we touch the puck. I don't know who he's calling here, Jeremy.
Whatever.
I got to say, fantastic team, fantastic crew here at Cinnamon Swirl. I am confused out of my mind as to what the call is on this one.
They're calling Evans for interference.
Cam Evans at the blue line making a little bit of a high-risk play, maybe confused a bit on where he wanted to go with it, loses it on a fast break. I would think it was interference or tripping on their team. It turns out it's going to Evans going the other way. And you know what we said? They do mostly a good job, get it right all the time. I think this time a little mistake from the Stripes.
And we'll see if this Pens penalty kill, which has been a little too active today, can keep things going. Kaminsky behind to Reel. Reel will ease it out of the offensive zone. Just under 10 minutes to play here. A little 4-on-4 action, actually. Not even penalty kill. 4-on-4 for 20 more seconds after Paris was dumped previously. And then the Pens will head to the penalty kill. Puck skips free. Kala, he's a dangerous man. And he's able to find the back of the net. Kala with the mitts.
Unbelievable mitts, Jeremy. He just kind of picked up the puck in the slot there, and the Red Sea parted as he came in. Chose to go to his backhand away from traffic, and then it doesn't get any prettier than that on the backhand. Top corner, over Clutter as he drops down. Fantastic finish, shorthanded goal. 4-on-4 goal, 3-1 game.
3-1, and this Islander team sticks around. They stay around. They had, the Pens have been the better team in the game, but they hang around and they make plays. They've got talented kids, and now they've got a little bit of momentum. So let's see what the Pens can do here. Pens are now to a penalty kill for 43 more seconds. Hopefully 43 more seconds. Julius gathers it in, pops it in behind the Islander defense. Pressured by Villela. Now Carter. Carter gets possession on the half wall, but he's attacked immediately by two Islanders. Armstrong loses his stick. It comes free. Islanders there for a shot, and it deflects off of Villela in front, wide of the cage. Star will battle. That puck skips out, but not out of the zone until now, and Carter able to pop it into the side. Evans out of the box, full strength. We are 8:35. Carried up the right by the Islanders. 5-on-5 hockey here from Chicago. Peels off. And defended nicely by the Pens as it's Filiaggi. He carries it up the right. He skips by the defender on the backhand. His turn to try. The Islander defender runs into their goaltender. And the Pens maintain possession. It's Ofterhide. He's stripped of the puck, and it's a 3-on-1 coming back the other way. Parrish, no quitting him. Star defending, forces it wide. Stopped by Clutter. Another stand-up save there by the goaltender.
You know, you mentioned early in the season, or last season, 2-0 lead, come back by Middlesex. We can see why. Oh my goodness!
And now
Star
flies into the zone. He's stopped on the play. This Islanders goaltender has been awesome. There's a shot from Real. It skips, and it's on the line as it's covered.
And just when you think Middlesex is tilting the ice, chance after chance, they finally get a goal, crack the goose egg, they're back in the game. Star and the Penguins come rushing back up the ice. What a beautiful skater, Jake Star.
What a save by the Islander netminder as well. And the Pens with an offensive zone draw. Gathered in by Villela. Real with the pressure. The Islanders turn away from it. Send it off of their own player, and Real unable to get control. We've seen a couple skate issues here. Kids going down in odd situations. Real falling on that back check a little bit. It'll be Villela to Real. Does he have a step? He does. Cuts in front. Evans following up, turning, firing one wide of the net.
All kinds of chaos around the net. Just throw it in there. Great decision by Evans.
Kaminsky keeps it in. Cleared and picked up by Julius. Changing. He dangles one, and he's off. He's got Sproul, or he's got Real with him, but he's hauled down on the play. No call. Back come the Islanders. A 2-on-1 develops. Julius trying to make it 2-on-2, and what a stick by Starzy there to break up the centering pass. He works it to Real. He tried for Evans, but another beautiful stick play here, this time by the Islanders. Starzy there again. He takes a whack as he flies up the ice.
Oh, he's better get back.
It's back and forth action here. I don't think the Pens want this in the third.
What a grind.
It's exciting though. Islanders.
Hey, Jake Star, the skating, the stick, the turnover, the back check. I even heard, guess what? I heard he has a six-pack.
It's Real into the offensive zone. He'll fire. It's off the glove and wide.
At the end of a shift too, Jeremy, when your brain is literally not working.
And what a scoring chance there. The Pens need to capitalize on one of these. And Carter overskates. Now it's going to be a potential 2-on-2. Spun back in front, now 2-on-1. Carter rejoins on the back check as the puck skips into the crease, and it's clear but not out. Firing into one. Kaminsky eats it. He must not have eaten lunch because he just ate that puck.
He reminds me of a farm boy.
What a beaut.
I'm from Saskatchewan, and let me tell you, that's a compliment.
Saskatchewan's own Colby Armstrong as Carter plays it into the offensive zone. Battled for there. Islanders gain possession. Throw it to center. Filiaggi cuts it off nicely. And he's able to turn it back to the offensive zone. Wrapping in front, skipping one in on net. Kicked aside. Great job at kicking the rebound out far there. I've been impressed with the Islanders goaltender in this one. Evans with some pressure, frees it up for Shub. It's knocked off his stick into the pen zone for Star. Star finds Shub. Shub into the zone. Carries, looks, leaves it on the drop for Star.
I like the thinking there.
It's definitely a different thing than when I was a kid, Colby, because I had a coach once tell me, the great Al McCormick.
From McCormick and Schmicks?
Where are the two places you don't do a drop pass, Coach?
I believe they used to call that the Cleveland drop pass, because if you made that pass, you were going to Cleveland.
He always told me the two places you don't make a drop pass, home and away.
That's true. That's a great line. Great advice from old Coach McCormick. I'll tell you, it's blood, sweat, and tears I feel here late in the third. 4 minutes, just under the 4-minute mark. 3-1. This Middlesex team just won't go away. Just kind of pucks dangling around in certain areas, but that execution, once again, I got to hand it to the Pens. A resilient. Oh! Sorry, I got emotional there. I thought that was a trip.
Yeah, I mean, he got the leg out. No call. A couple of no calls here as Evans winds it into the offensive zone. Dangles one. Tries for Filiaggi. And it's broken up by the Islanders.
Great transition game by the Pens there. D to D, get it out of traffic, re-attack. And they're coming at him with speed. It's all kinds of trouble.
I'm noticing faster shifts here in the third. Maybe that's something Coach Conway noticed. If the shifts get long, the legs get wary. If the legs get wary, the game gets sloppy. So I'm noticing a lot faster changes by the Pens as Carter breaks free.
If he could see Sproul coming in late here, he might have something.
And he does off the goaltender, but it skips into the corner, wrapped around for Kaminsky. His shot down low.
The farm boy gets out that potato cannon with a wrister at the net.
Got to get him some overalls for under the, some suspenders maybe. Starzy on the puck again. Into the offensive zone, gains possession, pops it in behind for Sproul. Wrapped around, gathered in by Middlesex. They wave, real waves at it. Oh, pressured from behind by Sproul, but this young man able to come through, but no further than Carter. And we have, what, an offside whistle?
Here we are, 2:24 left in this game, 3-1. Maybe the ice is a little heavy. Maybe the ice is dragging that puck down as Middlesex defenseman went for a rush. And the puck just kind of looked like it hit some gravel there.
Looks like we have a timeout for Middlesex.
Middlesex running 4D, short bench, not a lot of guys. Nice skating team, looking for anything they can. 2:24 left. Are they going to find the recipe?
You know, it's the end of a second game in 2 days. They probably traveled in yesterday from Boston. I mean, that's a bit of a trip. You have a little bit of a time change, but it's actually in their advantage, pushing the time a little later. 2:30 Eastern game here. Also, I want to point out the Penguins are currently gathered around head coach Ray Conway, assistant coaches Jason Julius, and Chris Shue. You tell Chris Shue by the perfect hair.
I mean, I've heard people call him George Clooney. So
Richard Gere, George Clooney,
yeah,
you name it.
I mean, this guy is blessed, been kissed by the hand of God on his face. Beautiful man.
I guarantee his wife's watching right now at home. Allie, a big cinnamon swirl fan, said her favorite thing to do is curl up on the couch with a blanket and some popcorn and watch some cinnamon swirl hockey.
And just hope to get a glimpse of her beautiful hubby on the bench, running the forwards, I might add. Or the D, sorry, the D.
I do believe that he did actually pack more than just Swedish Fish and Sour Patch Kids this time. So more than just the staples for the
I'll tell you
band.
what, the work that these assistant coaches and coaches do with these kids, the time put in, the planning, and here we are, just the start.
It's Villela behind the cage. Over for Paris. Paris snaps it around to Armstrong. He'll get it deep, and he'll score! One of the newest members with the empty netter.
Number 20, Cruz Armstrong. Looking good in the 20 jersey, just like his old man.
a beauty. His first as a Pens Elite player in game number 2.
I'm not sure if he knew the net was empty there, Jeremy. I think he just might have thrown up a prayer. But
I didn't know the net was empty.
Me either. We were too busy talking about a good-looking shoe.
I know.
But get the puck. Cruz's first goal as a Pens Elite player.
I think that'll be Cruz from Paris and maybe Evans on the clearing Paris made the cross-ice pass. The Islanders do have their goalie back in now. We can confirm, visual confirmation as Paris cuts into the offensive zone. He'll center one off the pads, turning with an Armstrong. He tried to return it to Evans, and it's just ticked off a stick. That's a headsy play right there.
Oh! Evans can't get a call.
He doesn't need
just
it.
Dropped his stick for the 3,000th time.
Well, he's got that mid out there. He's coming off the broken arm, and looks like the Pens are maybe off sides at the blue line.
I got to say, I was just thinking Cruz's first goal with the Pens, and maybe a little bias here from the announcer, but I hung some new shelves in his bedroom the other day, getting his room ready, getting ready for school season, desk, couple shelves. Nice place to put that puck, now that I think of it.
And I think that Cruz's room's going to be covered in shelves by the end of the season. If his dad, is superstitious at all, we got to hang some shelves before every road trip. I think maybe some lockers at the Armstrong house too.
Shout out to Lowe's for the shelves. No free advertising.
No free advertising here. No free advertising.
I know. Well, we do have to pay some bills though. We're looking for sponsorship.
And we are going to get a trip here.
I'm not sure who got this or what happened.
He just Penguin stepped off the boards and he
number 8 had a great rush last shift. Lost the puck at the blue line off the rush. The empty net goal, maybe a little frustration, just battling to the end of the buzzer here.
And that's what you come here. I mean, you drive this far for one reason, and that is for good hockey games, and we've had a good hockey game.
Awesome to see as the 09 Pens are below us here. Getting ready to play next against Middlesex, I believe, as well. Pens out here in full force supporting each other. Nice to see.
Pens have the 8s, 9s, and 10s in the Windy City this weekend. Puck free to Kaminsky.
Oh!
He's off the pipe and Reel there again. Johnny on the spot. The real deal. Old Jack Reel.
Unreal.
He's really good.
All I can say is I don't know, is that his 5th goal in 2 games?
6th. Are you for real? 6.
6 now.
And just because of that, I think we're going to have a 6 of something else later on.
Yes, we will. We will. Shout out to the Courtyard Marriott as we head back there. They've got a beautiful fireplace that we like to gather around. Looking forward to tonight to think about day 1 of the 2010 Conway Pens.
The clock ticks away as we get down to 6 seconds to play. And the Islanders will clear it into the offensive zone. That horn will end the game. A 5-1 win for your Pens Elite. Colby, what'd you think of this one?
That was a good game. I mean, this Middlesex team just didn't go away. They seemed to push hard late. 3-1, Jeremy. It was 3-1 if you remember. The pressure was on. Pens in penalty trouble here and there. Seemed to battle their way out. Obviously an injury as well. Starr being pushed into action on defense where it looks like he's more comfortable than anything back there, skating, defending. But at the end of the game, here we are. The Pens 5-1, resilient group, an empty netter, a Clutter making saves when he had to. A fantastic performance for Game 2 of the season.
A quick recap of the goals here. It was Jack Reel, 8:17 of the first. Then Brody Carter at 4:32 of the first. Cameron Evans, the only goal in the second at 4:04. Then 2 minutes left, it was the empty netter for Cruz Armstrong first as a Penguin. And capping it off, number 11, Jack Reel with his second of the game, 6th of the day with 20.6 to play. That one was technically a power play goal, the Porsche of Pittsburgh. Power play goal. We'll finish it up here with a big thank you to all the Swirlies out there, Swirly Nation.
You know, all I can think of, first of all, it's an honor to be on with you. I've enjoyed listening, watching from afar. Have loved your calls, Jeremy. Fantastic work. fantastic work by the team and the crew here. Just thinking about you mentioned the swirlies, all the mums and dads or grandparents sitting at home watching their kids. I know Davey Sproul's tuned in. I know some of these others are away with other kids trying to, make it all work with the family. But it takes a village, doesn't it? As we all know, everyone's everywhere. We're here in Chicago, game 2 of the season. Massive win by the Penguins again against a really good Middlesex team, 5-1. Shout out to all the listeners. I had a ball today.
Great time. Thanks for joining us, Colby, and we'll be back here tomorrow morning for Game 3 when the Penguins take on
set the alarms. This is another early one.
Windy City Storm, 8:30 a.m. Eastern, 7:30 Central on Cinnamon's World TV.